Alright, this is Douglas from Inside BlackBerry here at Mobile World Congress 2011 in Barcelona, and I'm showing you a demo video of EA Games' Need for Speed here at the BlackBerry booth. Oh, wait, no I'm not. I'm actually here with Director of Developer Relations Mike Kirkup, who's actually playing Need for Speed right now in his BlackBerry PlayBook, and we're outputting it through the HDMI output.
You bet, Douglas,
right.
Sure are. As we announced last week, we have a partnership with EA to bring Need for Speed and Tetris to the BlackBerry, and wanted to give everybody a sneak peek and the first view of Need for Speed on the BlackBerry PlayBook.
Yeah, so we wanted to kick off the show, right? We got a Need for Speed. So why don't you tell me a bit about the game as you play through?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see here, this is entirely built in native. So we talked a lot to our developer community about the power of being able to build using a native SDK, and EA was an early partner of ours to test it out and give us some feedback. And so it's entirely built down at the lowest levels for performance and capability, and you can see full use of the dual core and the sound and the capabilities of the graphics using full OpenGL 2.0. So I mean, it's just an absolutely fantastic experience.
All right, so give me a little demo of that. Turn on the nitro. Give me a little
Absolutely.
nitro.
A little bit of nitro.
A little bit of speed. So you can notice, so you're actually controlling this by moving the playbook around.
Absolutely, and touching the screen has other actions as well. So as you showed, we swipe up for nitro.
I think you touch the screen to brake.
Yeah,
correct?
you can touch the screen to brake like that as well and slow down. And then as well, we can even use the actual sensors in the device when we go around corners to actually drift. The Lamborghini's a particularly hard car to drift on. There we go. Spun her out. So, yeah, just an absolutely fun game and a lot of excitement, but just, really showcasing the power and capability of the gaming story that we think we're going to be able to bring to the BlackBerry PlayBook and some of the exciting games, not only from EA, but other vendors that are going to be here.
All right, so now this, obviously from a consumer perspective, this looks like a really good use case for PlayBook, like just wasting time playing games.
Absolutely.
From a developer perspective, what should be devs taking note of?
Yeah, I mean, I think that developers should be getting really excited. We're going to be at the Game Developer Conference next month. We'll be showcasing our native SDK and telling developers about some of our timelines, how they can get started. And I think that the time has never been better to start developing apps on PlayBook.
All right, so you won. Actually, that's pretty good, doing a demo while winning. So why don't you swipe out and just?
So I think that's the really exciting part here. Is what nobody's paid attention to, and what we're going to show everybody is that even if we go back and actually load up the game in a second here, you can see that we're actually running OpenGL applications all in the background. So we've got several different applications running. We've got our Quake demo all running at the same time, as well as this one's running. So we can actually go back into a race, and even cooler than that, them all running in the background, we can actually play the game in its kind of minimized mode.
So if you have the Need for Speed and the Need for Quake at the same time,
you could do it. You could pull it off. And so the input here, because this one's in the foreground, is actually running because it's the smallest. But you can actually see that we're actually playing in the kind of quote-unquote minimized view. So it's just it's a heck of a lot harder to play this game because you can't see as well, but colossal.
Yeah,
passions.
you're not winning this race at all.
No, not at all. But so you can see we can actually switch over and we could play the Quake demo that we have, or we come back to the race and it was still going.
Awesome. All right, there you have it, folks. First live demo of Need for Speed on PlayBook, and more to come this week at Barcelona.